Jennifer McGee. I'm the licensed professional counselor here at the Mindspring Center. And so often I am asked, what is a social skills group? So today I'm going to talk to you about what exactly happens during a social skills group. Here's our agenda. And during the social skills group, we first go over group rules. All of my groups have their own set of rules because they develop those rules themselves, and I want them to take ownership of those rules. The second thing we do is we do 3 things. That is a sharing activity where they tell me 3 things about their week. That's a good opportunity for me to model what is expected of them and what to share about themselves, as well as hearing about what other children are doing, what's happening in their lives during the week, things that they can relate to. The next thing we do is our lesson. Each social skills session has a specific lesson that we are working on. The next thing that we do is practice. During that practice is usually a role play where we go over all of the steps in the lesson. Then we follow that with a fun activity. We try to keep it fun so that the kids enjoy themselves, but each activity is specifically picked and designed to focus on whatever that lesson may be. And then the last thing that we do is our wrap-up. In wrap-up, we talk about what did we go over today. We also talk about what did we like about group, what did we not like about group, and what would we like to do differently. Again, this is their group, and I want the kids to have a sense of control and have a say in what happens in their group. Thank you very much.
Jennifer, could you tell us an example of what you would be doing in a group? Like what would a lesson be or a topic be?
Okay. This is an example of what a social skill lesson would be. If we were working on reading body language, this is how we would break down a skill. So every skill that I work on is broken down into steps. For this particular skill, we would look for clues in the face, gestures, what the body does. Number 2 is we would recognize those clues. Number 3 would be to understand that clue. And number 4, we would learn how to respond to that clue. So this is an example of how I break down a social skill into steps that help a child to know exactly what is expected of them. Another advantage of these steps are that it helps them to use their strengths of strong rote memory skills. Another good reason for this using steps is because it's a visual way to help them remember what exactly that they're supposed to do. So this would be an example of what a lesson would be during the social skills.
So when they're learning a particular lesson, it makes it help them, they can otherwise use this out in the real world better?
It does. The whole idea of working on social skills within a clinical setting is so that we work on a specific skill. They receive immediate feedback from me as a clinician, so I can tell them, yes, you did steps 1 through 3 perfectly, let's try number 4 again. So they're getting positive feedback and immediate correction. The whole point of them learning these skills within a clinical setting is so that they can not only learn them, but have practice in using that skill successfully. If they learn a skill and they have an opportunity to learn it successfully, they're more likely to try that skill out in a real world setting.
Wonderful, thank you.
Mm-hmm.